be so high on life. Without you, I don't feel alive. So I'll just keep on being high, high, higher than the sky. Tell me, are you there for me even when I try? Keep on being high. Without you, keep on being high. Without you, keep on being high. I know that you're feeling forsaken, mistaken, wish you were another man. I remember feeling awakened, mistaken, if you thought I'm in that place where you want me to be. But I don't want you back, so it's easy to see when I'm high all the time. 'Cause I have lost you, get the thinking why we used to be so high on life. Without you, I don't feel alive. So I just keep on being high, high, higher than the sky. Tell me, are you there for me even when I try? Keep on being high. Without you, keep on being high. Without you, keep on being high. I know that you're feeling forsaken, mistaken, wish you were another man. I remember feeling awakened, mistaken, if you thought I'm in that place where you want me to be. But I don't want you back, so it's easy to see when I'm high all the time. 'Cause I have lost you, get the thinking why we used to be so high on life. Without you, I don't feel alive. So I just keep on being high, high, higher than the sky. Tell me, are you there for me even when I try? Keep on being high. Without you, keep on being high. Without you, keep on being high.
Hello and welcome to the Boise State Esports Arena. Tonight we're going to be having a best of 3 between Boise State and Mizzou in the NACE Starleague Valorant. I am Dallin Starnes, and I am joined by someone else named Dallin.
Yes, I'm Dallin Baker, brand new to here. It's really great to be here.
Oh man, we're going to have so many great jokes between the fact that our names are exactly the same. It's going to be great. Well, as we start today, I guess I want to ask you, do you like playing Valorant? Who do you play in Valorant?
Valorant. So I've only recently started.
Okay.
So, but since I've been playing, I've been trying them all out, and I've really enjoyed Fade. Just being able to have all that ability to kind of see around the map, getting that information, being able to blind some people has been really helpful and pretty beneficial to that.
Yeah, well, I like playing Yoro, and I respect the Fade play. There's some really fun things that you can do with Fade, especially regarding like the ult. I play Yoro. Those two work hand in hand. Silence them, and then you just show up behind them. There's nothing they can do to react.
No, absolutely not.
It's great. It's great gameplay, and it makes people so mad, but I love it. Well, as we I guess before we start this, I believe we should go to Doc's Keys presented by Drop In Gaming.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe we'll do that eventually.
We'll get there.
But I guess I guess we're not going to be able to go to Doc's Keys, but that's okay, because I want to ask you next, what is your favorite map, if you're aware of any maps in the game currently?
Some of the ones I really do enjoy, some of the ones where I can just easily get around and not, like, especially the 2 area ones. The 3 ones definitely get a little more tricky. I've played, I think, Haven the most because that's the one I recognize. And so that one's definitely among there, and I think it's a pretty decently popular one that is being played around these days. And so, yeah, but I don't know a whole lot.
That's
so.
fair. I mean, Haven's a good map. I mean, it's been around since the beginning, and it has yet to be taken out of the game to be reworked for however long. It's only Ascent and Haven that have held that title. The rest of them have either been added later in the game or have been taken out for a couple of months to be reworked as maps. But Haven and Ascent are basically these standard maps. The only thing about Haven that I'd say that makes it not standard is the fact that it's 3 sites instead of 2.
Okay.
But as we are about to go into this first game, do you have any questions for me?
Well, I think we're ready to get started. I don't really have any questions, so let's begin.
Haven. That is the map we're going to go to.
Well, there
Great.
we go.
Now we could talk about this map for even longer.
We've really predicted it here.
I like this map. I'd say it's probably like my 3rd favorite. I got to say Lotus is my favorite map, followed by Bind, and then this map.
Yeah, that's a good lineup there. Sunset's really nice. No.
I heavily dislike Sunset. It's so weird because like there's a common thing where each time a map releases, the community is always like very much against the map. But usually I'm very more open to it. Like I was that way when Fracture released, when Pearl released, when Lotus released, and I was super open to it when Sunset released. But then I played the map, and as hard as I tried, I just could not like that map for the life of me.
For sure.
I've tried so hard, but I cannot bring myself to enjoy it whenever I play. It's always a fight internally. But we got our 2 teams. It's pretty similar matchups here. We've got 2 Jets, 2 Omens, 2 KJs. It's going to be a little bit different in the departments of initiators, as well as Rariana going to be going on a 2nd controller, while Mizzou is going to be going with the 2nd initiator, but still fairly similar comp setups.
Yeah, for sure. And it's really interesting to kind of see those differences as opposed to what's being played the same among the teams. Really showcase their differences there and kind of the strategies that they're going to be bringing to this game.
Looks like we're going to have a... Oh, never mind. All right, and as we are about to start, 17 seconds remaining. It looks like we might have a little bit of a default type push, more oriented towards C from the side of Mizzou, while Boise State's going to be fairly even out. A lot of B action, though.
And we got one down already.
Scalsis is going to be taken out from B Garage. It might be a slow push towards A from the side of Mizzou. Master's going to be holding that long angle, but is going to be able to leave short open. So he might have to try and hold both at once with his util. It's going to be a heavy push. Everyone's pushing from long. Jet's already in sight. Omen and Breach are kind of hesitant. They're kind of waiting to see what happens with this Jet in KJ, as they're the only ones to push the site so far. Oh.
State circling around here now. We've already got more people down. Spike's planted there.
Prestige is able to take out Streamer.
Last player standing.
Oh, able to stun the Silva, and barely able to get away. Ponder was spared that day. And now it's just going to be all 3 Mizzou players just holding that CT, and Super Shy is going to be able to take out Prestige, taking round 1. But you know, it's just a pistol round. It's important, but it's not going to be a game-defining win or loss. It's an entirely different game anyway, because you've got a different weapon setups, and you're going to be fairly similar in terms of what guns and util you choose, as compared to later rounds where you might have like one team half buying or full buying, etc. So it can still go either way, but it is most likely going to secure Mizzou for a 2nd round given the types of guns that they've selected. Usually on a 2nd round, I like to go with a Spectre, but we're going to be seeing Vandals, Spectres, Guardians, just all different assortments of heavy weapon.
Yep, and they're going on there, blasting on those walls. And Mizzou is taking more of a split approach here, kind of circling.
They saw, they knew.
Yep, she's down already. using that
ahead.
Silva vision. Oh, and it just hits the wall in front of him.
Oh, Ponder is able to take a second, and so off of that, he's just going to rotate. Potentially calling for the comms of getting Boise State to rotate over to A. But we are going to see Viper resilient in garage. Ray Rihanna potentially pushing through the smoke, see if maybe we'll get a pick here. Pretty hesitant, maybe waiting for Sky. Oh!
Player standing.
KJ is going to catch this Viper, and just a little silly stun there, I suppose.
We got the flawless from Mizzou here, really kind of seeing what it is that they've been doing here. And both very good teams, and Mizzou starting out strong here.
And now we've got a lot more similar matchup in terms of guns, shields. It is going to be a full buy on the side of Boise State, and Mizzou is going to have a lot to save for their next round. So Boise State needs to win this if they don't want to lose this round. I mean, obviously they need to win this round if they have any chances of winning next round, because if they lose this round, it's going to make it so much more difficult.
Absolutely.
It's going to be very split defense on the side of Boise State. Potential push up towards mid. We're going to see Breach and Jet, Sova Drone all making their way up.
Yeah, Boise State's really spread across that top there and holding full positions, and they've been shot down there.
Oh, Sovadar is able to catch that. Damio is going to back off, potentially use his blind to prevent any pushes, even though everyone's already backed off. Might be a slow A push towards long. We start to see everyone snaking their way back through spawn. And Jet and KJ are going to be the only ones here to protect this site. So if they're going to do it, they got to do it here and now. Oh, and the stun and the flash.
Yeah, the vision coming out from Omen there. Nope, they've been caught out though. Jet's taking one and another, and then he's getting shot down there.
All right, well, Mizzou did take some casualties attempting to push a site, but I would say there was a fairly good fight from both sides. Both sides, I believe, lost 2 players, so now it is going to be 3 on the side of Boise as compared to Missouri's 2. Oh, and they're going to even out the score. Make it even better for Mizzou.
There we go. Oh, and Mizzou takes that third round.
W Panda absolutely destroying that game.
If we go easy on
Able
them,
to get a
they will
4K.
never
I didn't even notice. Those were just passive kills, and his util use he used it extremely well. Unfortunately though, Boise State was not able to win that round, as I was speaking about earlier, so they are just going to have to share a 5 with small shields. It's not looking good for them.
Definitely not. Mizzou really pushing that lead forwards, having that bigger gap for Boise State to try and clear already.
Obviously, still very too soon to call this game being over. It is only 0-3. It's first of 13, so it's still very much anyone's game. But if Boise State is going to turn this around, they need to potentially shake up their game plan, because whatever they're currently doing is not quite working out for them.
For sure.
Super Shy and Breach and Silver all going to be pushing this A long here. Still very split defense. Master and this KJ diff here, right outside of garage potentially.
Yeah, love to see what would happen there. We've got 3 from Mizzou coming along. Boise State coming through the match. The lines don't block them out there.
It's just going to be a bit of a hold on both sides, just waiting for either side to overreach and potentially get a pick and or get picked.
Oh, we got something going on here.
Oh, and they were able to overreach and get Super Shy. So that is going to be good for Boise State here. If they really needed that pick there, both so they can get a gun and to increase their numbers.
30 seconds
So
left.
now 3 pushing C. KJ with a quirky little B hold.
Mizzou rotating around though, going onto C there, and Boise State coming around to see if they can catch him on that.
It's going to be a lot from CT. Unfortunately, the alarm dart is just going to completely foil KJ's plans.
We've got the flank from Mizzou coming on here, seeing if they can get some cheeky picks there.
Streamer Oh, instantly taken out by Master. There's the KJ diff I was talking about.
Oh, yeah.
But Ponder and Panda both holding Garage and just able to get pick after pick after pick. Maybe another. Yep, gonna get the stun.
Reach out.
Oh,
Panda's taken down. Ponder's able to get it down. And Mizzou is able to take yet another round.
that round though, it was a little more expected though because they are all buying Sheriff. So in terms of economy, it should be a lot more balanced. So once again, we are in a state where, well, we are gonna see Skelos pull out the Operator. So,
Really?
I mean, this could be what I was talking about earlier. You got to shake up your game plan, and maybe changing that up involves using the op. And we are going to see two ops.
Two ops here, one from Streamer, one from Skelesis. Really going to be able to showcase that skill there, see if they can either turn that around in their favor or if the Streamer is going to be able to hold on to that lead with theirs.
We got a 5-person C push here. And it's going to be not too fast, but still fairly quick. Quick enough to get everyone offside.
Oh, and Master's taken down already.
That would be very frustrating if that was me. Yep. I'll be real.
Mizzou getting an early plant. Boise State's going to be coming around to see if they can do something. Blind shooting is not going to warrant anything. Will they peek here?
Omen's got the blind ready. As soon as they decide to push through CT, it's going to be very difficult for Boise State. So they're going to have to do something to bait out the util. Or they can just save their guns for next round, as it looks like. Maybe we'll get Ray Rihanna to... Maybe we'll get Ray Rihanna to potentially get a pick on this Sova. Pondering whether or not he should push A-Link here. And that's exactly what Ray Rihanna wants.
And
oh!
Ray Rihanna's taken down, and the spike is detonated. Boise State able to save a few of their guns, but Mizzou really holding that lead there.
0-5. What do you think that Boise State has to do right now to change what is currently going on, given that we are going into timeout? Certainly they have recognized it. We've recognized it. What do you think that they can do to change how they are currently playing?
Really, they're going to need to stick more together because they've been really spread out throughout these first few rounds here, holding different positions, trying to get that vision on all the people that we're seeing here. But I think they need to come together and really start getting those picks so that they're able to come out on top of this Mizzou game plan so that they're able to kind of turn around the game into their favor.
Okay. I think they had a really good start. I think a really important point where I noticed was when Mizzou was starting to push A long, and then they started rotating back, and Boise State was able to get the pick off on the rotate out. I think it would be potentially in their favor to focus more on trying to get flanks, because I don't think I'm seeing a lot of that. And although they do have a KJ, that doesn't immediately mean that they can't be flanking here. But we are going to start the next game. Once again, 0-5. And we are going to see a very aggressive defense here from Daimyo.
Yeah, but he's coming around here. Are they going to spot the Omen?
Interesting blind.
Oh, and Ray Rihanna's going to be able to get that.
Oh, smoke. Okay. The animation looks kind of similar, but he was focusing on trying to smoke for Mizzou.
Mizzou panting B. Boise State kind of split down on either side there. All over the board here, but we've got we've got the three from Boise State on that side there. Oh, and Ray Rihanna's been taken down. And another.
Ponder.
And he's taken down by Damio there.
Damio is able to take out Ponder, so that.
Skelesis just popped.
Oh no!
Just caught out by that KJ.
Oh wow, that Shorty. That Shorty, me and Shorty, we go way back. We have had our ups and downs, and right now I feel like we're in downs.
Right now, yeah. Oh, and Damio taken down for another Mizzou round victory here.
Well, unfortunately, it doesn't seem like the timeout quite worked out in their favor. They are going to have to. Well, I did see a Phantom there for a little bit, but yeah, okay, he took it back. It is going to be a light buy on the side of Boise State once again.
Yep, and we're seeing that Ponder here is really just stepping up, being able to take a lot of these engages here and come out on top. And Mizzou being able to just kind of see those corners and get on top of Boise State. But Boise State stepping back a little bit and forth here, but not being able to quite get out on top of this Mizzou attack here.
Absolutely. I think it's... Oh, we're already in the next game. Prestige with the 2K with the Bucky. Wow. And he's going to continue holding, potentially get a third here. Maybe even shoot through the smoke, do some good damage.
Yep, so
There we go. Oh, look at that. It's going to take about half of Breach's health.
And from the blind from Sky, we've got Mizzou's Killjoy dropping down their ultimate there. They're going to have to get out of the area, or they were just going to be stuck out.
All right, KJ's going to throw down the ult. Is going to take this entire space. No one's going to push that.
Streamer with
Jet
the
from
op.
heaven. Whoa. All right.
Has her ult up, but we'll see if she can do anything against Streamer here.
Boise State does have a number advantage here. Omen, interesting teleport, is going to fake them out, I believe. Maybe.
Ult out from Sky.
Everyone's going to get stunned thanks to W Panda. Up in the air.
And then struck down.
Last player standing.
Well, taking one is, I mean, it's all right, but well, fortunately for the side of Boise State, we are able to take that back. It seems like something has finally changed.
They were able to just kind of find those corners and find that edge, and now they've got the Vandal and the Op for themselves, seeing if they can take this into the next round.
I think it's also important to mention that they did do that, I believe, on their save round, which is very impressive.
Yeah. And we're seeing Vandals and then the two Ops on either side really coming out. And so this is going to be another round for Boise State to try and turn the tides of this game. Otherwise, Mizzou is going to be able to keep that lead with them.
Something that I have been noticing, except for that last round, is that Mizzou has been able to get a very, very aggressive push. They're able to get into spots that makes it really difficult for Boise State's defense to even predict that they may or may not even be there. So Boise State is trying to do the reverse and get these super aggressive pushes immediately on defense, so that way Mizzou is not even able to predict that they might just be hiding there. We see that on C. Not as much on A. They're going to be a little more reserved because KJ is going to be playing there. And we do have a little bit of a hold.
So we got Boise State with 3 over here on A, and Mizzou seeing if they can find an angle.
Little bit of tension between Streamers and Ray Rihanna. I don't believe Streamer knows that Ray Rihanna is there. And everyone's going to be rotating over. Ray Rihanna is going to hear the footsteps and might be able to take a fight now, or is going to wait. This could be big.
Gets 1, 2,
3.
One enemy remaining.
All right,
and
all right. Wow.
Look at that.
See, that's what I'm talking about. If you're able to get into those positions, like very aggressively, like to the point where they really don't think that you could be there, it's gonna work out in your favor usually. And we did see, I mean, you'll see the clip. Jet did kind of maybe get an inkling of an idea that maybe someone was holding there, but it still wasn't enough for her to think, okay, someone is definitely there. It's just going to be me checking an angle, or Omen rather.
Exactly, and seeing the skill there from Ray Rihanna and the teammate on the other side there, the Sky looks like, and they're able to just kind of really turn up the notch there and get those points for them.
We're going to have 4 pushing from A long. Streamer is going to be holding off on mid, but it's just going to be everyone waiting there, waiting for that Viper smoke to go down. We are going to see another breach ult. Everyone's going to be holding off site. Everyone's going to be just slowly rotating over, including... Oh, never mind. Streamer is going to be found by... the Boise State's KJ, so he's going to double back.
It's over there, found by the Sky dog there, and really just one down for Boise State. And Ray Rihanna taking down as well. The Op coming out and taking 1, and they were able to defuse through the smoke.
Not only was it diffused, but they were able to take out everyone as well. I mean, that was really well done retake of a site.
Sure, yeah.
It was fast enough that like I was barely even able to acknowledge it. So we are kind of seeing a bit of a turnaround. We went from 0-6 to 3-6.
Yep, Boise State really taking the opportunity to take something and take more as they're able to kind of step it up to this Mizzou attack here.
There is still potential for this to be a completely even 6-6 by the time of half. But that is going to be entirely up to whether or not Boise State can keep up this pressure. We are going to see another A-long push from everyone except for Omen, who's going to be ulting all the way into their spawn. Might be able to get a pick off.
We got the blind there, but holding point. And Mizzou now coming around. Rayon, are they going to be able to spot him?
Rayon is able to take one and is going to try and run all the way back.
Seeing if they can escape, and they're able to get out of there.
We are going to see Mizzou's Omen, Heartbroken, is able to figure out that C is completely cleared out, giving way all the way for Mizzou to push C site. Is going to be taken out by Daimyo. So it is, oh, never mind, Daimyo is going to be pushing B, so that is going to give a full site clear for Mizzou.
Boise State coming around the top there and the bottom, having that kind of two-angled approach, seeing if they can do anything about this. They do have the numbers advantage, so we're going to see what Ponder taken down.
An interesting
enemy
fight
remaining.
there. I don't know if Ponder was able to see. Whoa! Okay. The op back-to-back kills.
Oh, it
Ooh.
takes another before getting killed themselves.
Streamer is a menace with this operator.
Really, yeah. But Boise State able to take down Mizzou and get the defuse onto this round as well. Really seeing the differences here in the skill of both of the teams really stands out and just shows that any individual player is able to kind of take it and go. And then, yeah, but Streamer with that op is doing really well for themselves.
I'm amazed that that first shot wasn't able to be a 2-kill.
Oh, yeah.
It really looked like it. I mean, the fact that it wasn't collateral, I don't know. Maybe I want to play it back again and very slow, just slowly see where the shot was placed. But it looked like they were kind of lined up.
Yeah, they were close enough.
Yeah. Well, we are going to see another somewhat even buy, slightly lower on the side of Mizzou.
Scalsus with the op is able to see that turret there just so.
Is going to be playing a little bit more split here. One pushing just about every site that they can.
Oh, and one taken down from both sides already.
We are to see Rayrana maybe potentially thinking that one is pushing C.
And they get taken down. Heartbroken able to take C site.
Is able to smoke off C, but it is going to be Heartbroken versus Daimyo.
And
Daimyo is also going to be taken out.
Heartbroken really holding that. And Mizzou circling around here to come to C side. Boise State as well. We'll see if they're able to do anything about it, but only 2 left. We'll have to find out.
Heartbroken just absolutely clearing these sides. Just hey guys, it's free over here. You guys can come over. So now that it's planted, and now Boise State has a huge numbers disadvantage. They're going to have to play for whatever pick they can get.
Flash goes out.
Doesn't seem to pick up anyone. Gets stunned, blinded. Oh boy.
Breach has really been able to hold all these sides and keep Boise State off of the sites long enough.
That is a disgusting one way. Oh man.
Prestige, oh, just able to get Heartbroken. And
2.
another.
1 enemy
3.
remaining.
Whoa. Don't tell me.
No,
Okay.
surely.
Surely not. Is going to... Oh.
Runs out of time just. Was able to take a few down with them. And the bomb's going to get him.
Last
Well-
round before the switch.
All right, we come now to the round before the half.
Prestige just absolutely able to almost take it back entirely there. That was very impressive to see.
Really well done.
In like 9 times out of 10 situations.
And in that case, they were flashed. They couldn't see anything. They were just
yeah.
able to get 3 there.
I mean, like in most situations like that, 1v4, you'd usually save the weapon. But something like that, I mean, able to get 3 picks, that is very good. Very good for Boise State.
We see that Scalsis still has the op here. We're going to see if they're going to be able to make any kind of plays.
Another A-long push, and we are going to have a little bit of an Omen fight. C-long. Both are able to recognize each other. And we are going to have both kind of backing off. A little bit of a potential garage fight here.
KJ able to spot them out with some of their utility and kind of circling around, a bit of a standstill.
It's just going to be everyone kind of holding. A little bit of util usage, but no one's going to be trying to get fights, except for Scalsis.
Really able to take one down with the operator there.
And with that, this might just lead Mizzou to... Nope, never mind. They're going to take this A site as best they can.
Oh,
Gets one, gets two.
Spike
Master
down
showing
A.
up and stopping them from coming onto site here. And now with that numbers advantage, Boise State will probably be able to hold this site.
No way. Oh, it is last round. Okay, I was a little bit concerned with the ult usage, but it is last round, so everyone's gonna just kind of be popping theirs,
Absolutely.
seeing whatever they can get.
Yeah, better use it than lose it.
30 seconds left.
Absolutely. Is not able to clear anyone. Both of them are just gonna be
One
stuck
enemy
A long. Prestige on the other side, able to take out that Sova, and is gonna be recontacted once again by this KJ.
And Boise State able to take the round there. Put them up another point as we go into the next half.
Well, I
Switching
mean,
sides.
from going 0-6, this is just about as favorable an outcome that you could have potentially gotten. I mean, obviously, you could have gone 6-6, but I think I speak for most people when I say I will take a 5-7 out of a situation like that.
Yeah, absolutely. And so Boise State really going to have to put some work in to turn this tide around if they're wanting to take this game here. Mizzou, though, in a good setup here to take this game with them. Really been seeing a lot from Ponder, from Streamer, and then Prestige and Rarena have been stepping up as well on both sides of this map to kind of showcase a lot of the skill and abilities that are coming from both of these teams.
I imagine in the later rounds we are going to be seeing the Streamer op return as KJ is now on defense, which is kind of her territory. We are going to see just 3 pushing short, 2 pushing long. Whoa, able to get 1,
Super
2,
shy.
and 3. Wow.
Wow. Really able to just kind of take those ones out without too much repercussion, but there's only 2 on either side now, having a little bit of fights all over the place.
And that's going to completely even up the numbers because Skelesis and Daimyo are also able to get some numbers in while Superfly was doing all of that. They're super shy.
Here.
Heartbroken. Daimyo, the Omen fight.
Player standing.
Oh, and
One enemy
both
remaining.
are taken down
Spike
here.
down
This is
A.
going to be a 1v1. Skelesis has an idea.
And is able to get Streamer.
All right, well,
But-
Boise State kind of needed this round.
Win.
And so
Show me
now
where to
they
go.
have the econ advantage here. Let's see what kind of guns they're going to be using in this round. A few Spectres.
Spectres and Bulldogs, respectable.
We got a couple of sheriffs on the side of Mizzou there.
You know, just a couple sheriffs, a couple classics, just about what you would expect. On a second round buy, I'll usually I'll think about sometimes buying a sheriff, but usually I'll just buy full util and then that will be it. Maybe that's not good. I don't know. I haven't really given too much thought into my second round buys, but that's what I'm usually comfortable with. We are going to see Mizzou trying to push up garage, trying to potentially rotate around to A. Yep, we are going to be seeing. Oh, sorry, I had my side switched up. I forgot the side swapped. So we are going to see Boise State pushing up mid.
Both
And-
of the KJs just there on either side of the wall. Don't know if they see each other.
Mizzou entirely rotating from C entirely into A. Going to give
Boise State kind of going into the middle there.
space for just about every other site. B, C, garage, entirely open to them.
Getting the plant here. Mizzou now coming around, noticing that, well, they're not on A.
The 3-person flank from the side of Mizzou.
But are they going to get spotted out?
They are going to get spotted out by the alarm bot and the blind. But
Reyna
this,
able to take one there.
even if you're blind, Spectres still usually beat.
Taken by the Heartbroken.
Oof. In those close range spots, even if you're blind,
One
you
enemy
usually can just
remaining.
spray that Spectre and you'll usually get away with something.
Boise State able to take down more of Mizzou there.
Last player
Panda.
standing.
Whoa, alright, gotta back off a little bit. He's gonna potentially stick the defuse. Nope, doesn't quite reach half. And this looks like it might just be for Boise State. There we go.
And there it is. Tying it up to 7-7. A really well done comeback by Boise State, tying up the game here to see what they are able to do.
And once again, alright, well, Mizzou is going to be buying up Vandals entirely. And one Phantom. I mean, they're the same gun basically, but
Yeah.
you know, I've been warming up to Phantom as of recently. I mean, obviously the big catch with Phantom is that it does 140, but I think everything else, it kind of is really appealing to me, mostly because I like to fight short fights, like not super long range fights. I like to do the short range ones, and also I don't know, I like the sound it makes more.
Well, you know what? That's always an ideal. Boise State coming up the middle here, and Mizzou split on either side.
Both going to be pushing. But Boise State is going to basically have the entirety of B site entirely to themselves.
Caught out.
Ooh, big fight there. Streamer is able to take out 2 with the Vandal. And we're going to see Boise State getting on C site as fast as possible. 1 from the side of C long, 1 garage, 1 from their spawn. It's going to be entirely just based on whether or not they can figure out where these players are, and of course also taking them out. But they are going to be playing very close together, one so that they can trade each other, and also it's going to be much more difficult for Mizzou to take these fights if they aren't together.
Last player standing.
KJ is going to be taken out. It's all up to Prestige.
One enemy remaining.
Is able to take.
And are they able to get Ponder here?
Is going to double back. It's just going to be a lot of. Oh wow! All right, yeah, that's just how it is sometimes. And hey, I'm not gonna lie. If that was me, I would be mad. but it is
Just
what it
getting
is.
caught out on the defuse there, but Prestige really showing some skill here as they're able to come back and get some more picks onto this Mizzou line here.
I also think it says something to the adaptability of Boise State, because that is not a usual plant spot. They wanted to get that spike down as soon as possible, and that meant planting in that back right corner. And so they kind of had to turn all the way back around through garage and then kind of reposition themselves so that way they could fight that angle instead of what would usually be C-long. Wow, very aggressive from the side of Mizzou. Jet already knives out, is going to go all the way up in a window. We might see something very scary happen.
And
One, okay. All right.
Quick trade off there.
Could have been a lot more, it could have been worse on both sides, honestly. I mean, Jet could have popped out, got 0 kills, or could have popped out and got 2 kills. So, I mean, getting a trade, I don't think anyone's going to be upset with that.
Boise State all here. Are they going to be able to see Streamer and Panda there?
Mizzou is going to be kind of half pinching them. We've got 2 on the back line and 2 on site.
Oh, and they're going around and are able to take down that Sova.
Kind of lost the back line, so this might lead to an opportunity for them to run to A if they want to, but they are going to be stopped by Heartbroken if they try and do that, because he does have that Bucky. Yeah, I don't want to deal with that Bucky.
Definitely not. They're running up to C here, jumping out. Oh, able to get 1. There's 2 down. Streamer with that Sheriff is able to,
One enemy
almost able to
remaining.
get another, but Masters takes him
Spike
down.
down. C.
It's Heartbroken and W Panda versus Master.
Going around here. Does he see them?
Maybe potentially some. I'm not sure if he did or not there, if that was just like a pre-fire.
Oh, able to get Master. And
Oh, wow.
Master really able to
my
just
genius stuff is
peek
stored in
out
the lab.
and take down the remaining 2 members of Mizzou there.
Clutching up the 1v2. That's something you love to see.
Definitely better than I could do.
Oh yeah. Well, that's something I couldn't do either. Those are always difficult. So you got to respect Master for being able to not only get those 2, but also being able to help the team push the side as well. Well, there we go.
So Boise State here with 9-7, seeing if they can keep pushing this lead that they have.
A little interesting TP there. I'm not exactly sure what was accomplished there, but I don't know. Maybe it was beyond my understanding.
Yeah, definitely. So peeking around here, Boise State kind of holding back in the middle there, and Mizzou split on both sides.
Might try and push out Garage to maybe B. And we are going to see everyone just kind of getting hold on this courtyard. They're going to be hit from just about every angle. We do have Omen from behind, KJ in Garage, and Jet on site. And then maybe the sub will push window as well.
Daniel's already down here as the fights are getting started. Viper walls up, trying to keep that vision open. Still proving to get those. Oh,
Breach is going to be down to 1 shot. He's going to have to play all the way back there. Even with the stun, it was more just like a stun of desperation to kind of back everyone off and away from him. So maybe he can try and fight this again later. But they do know he is low, so they're just going to hold this angle and wait. Aren't able to get him quite yet. It is going to be...
Oh, and Skelis is taken down there.
It is going to get traded, though, so it is a 2v3. It doesn't seem like Boise State is actually on the site, so they're just going to have to spray and pray that spike.
Prestige taken down. The Vision really proving its worth there.
Down to 1v1. Ooh, and that additional spike. Wow.
Is it going to be enough time?
It will. Oh, no!
Oh, wow.
0.02. Wow.
Really, you know what? Sometimes the spike clutches out for the team.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's in those like not nano, it's like milliseconds. It's just like, it's always so tense.
Yeah, you can never really tell until it happens.
There are like some ways to tell, but like once you get down to like those milliseconds, it's too small to even recognize. And you know, you just gotta pray. And I also want to recognize that in that situation, it was almost it was really lucky for the side of Prestige that KJ or rather Streamer decided to re-tap the spike, because if it weren't for that, he was ready. They both of them were playing rather patiently. We are going to see another A long push. Who pushing short? No one going to be holding C this time around. A complete 5-person A.
They're going out here. There's Sova Drone able to see Feud before getting taken out.
Well, there goes just about every single piece of conceivable util I could have seen there.
Daimyo already down as we get into this hold here. Both Killjoy ults coming down.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of right on top of each other.
Completely unpersonable territory. Oh, and they're going to look for that Viper, but they are not looking in the right direction. Oh yeah, they have no clue the Viper's there, but unfortunately, because of that detain, it is still going to be enough time for them to completely stick that spike.
And if you take it down to kind of even out that econ, and Mizzou is able to take one from that Boise State kind of counter push that they were having.
I mean, we're seeing here, this is definitely defense-sided map for like both teams. They're both very defensive teams. We saw in the first half, you know, obviously Mizzou went 6-0, and then in the second half it was, you know, 5-0 until that last round. So clearly there's something of a pattern here. We are going to see maybe another A push. They're going to be a little more patient this time.
We've got Ponder here, maybe being able to, gets one, gets two, and is taken down before he can get Master there. But really kind of messing up those plans that Boise State might have had.
Mariana is also going to be able to take a pick from short, so it is going to even out the numbers. So if they want to, they could potentially rotate out. They can do whatever they want. They seem kind of somewhat skeptical. Ugh, I can't say words. They seem somewhat skeptical that someone might be holding from the side of their spawn.
Yep, and we see that Mizzou's kind of rotating around, holding all these areas, trying to figure out where Boise State is. But right there, putting out Sky Vision, and is able to catch him out.
All right, they are able to find the KJ. So with that flash, they are able to, there we go, get the pick. Alman does use the ult just to, I guess, info the site.
We got the Viper ult coming out to kind of put the area into that vision blocking there, and
Super Shy was able to snag a kill here, so once again the numbers are tied up. No one is going to be pushing CP. Both of them are going to be from the back line.
Boise State hiding out in this smoke here, trying to see if, and Master's able to get Super Shy there. Can he get Heartbroken? He can.
There we go. And now the score is 11-8 on the side of Boise State. Well, and we are going to have another timeout this time around from the side of Mizzou. Let them figure out what, I guess, somewhat a similar conversation what was happening before for Boise State, except this time Mizzou is going to come around and say, what are we doing wrong? Because, you know, obviously not for... It's me.
It's Dallin.
It's down. Oh, I can't believe this. This is crazy.
This is crazy. But really an interesting showcase of Boise State's skill here to kind of take it and run and really holding on to that lead that they've been able to establish. A lot being seen from Panda and Reina with a lot of that utility there of the vision blocking with the Viper. Really an interesting pick that I haven't seen a whole lot, but is being played really well here. And we're able to see that Boise State's been able to take that and just go with it. And so Mizzou now in an interesting position to try and turn that around with only 2 points left until Boise State takes this.
Very potentially aggressive flash here from Heartbroken. Might try and get this KJ. It's just going to have to wait and see. Super Shy all the way up to near window.
Oh, and catches Prestige out.
Everyone's going to kind of back off there after that one. Might be seeing a fight here between Rihanna and Streamer once again in a very similar situation to what we were before, but reversed.
Oh, and there's Heartbroken getting some of that peak, taking a little bit.
Oh, Streamer
coming around.
They're just going to dial back.
Mizzou holding a point, and Boise State just kind of buying their time, holding on to that spot there. But Rihanna, what can we see from
Toxins going up.
Mizzou seems pretty confident in the fact that they are going to be pushing A. They have 4 set out all on the same side. Rihanna has no clue that Streamer is there.
Oh. Streamer biding their time and able to wait till Rihanna pokes out, not knowing they were there, and getting taken down.
It is going to be at 3v5.
And now Boise State rotating around to C here.
Spike.
Daimyo with the spike.
30 seconds left.
Going to be very, very slow, very cautious. Make sure you check that corner. That corner. Yep. No one's there.
Mizzou with no idea that they're. Oh, and now we have it.
There we go. The call has went out. Everyone's rotating over all at once. You got to get that plane down as soon as possible. You only got 10 seconds left.
Yep,
10
Mizzou
seconds
rotating
left.
around.
Still no spike going down. Okay, there we go.
And he's able to
Enemy
talk it.
remaining.
Oh. But Master able to get those kills before
Match point.
the plant needed to happen so that Boise State is going to get it onto game point here for this first round.
I imagine they probably just didn't realize who had spike. You know, that Omen, that situation. Must have thought someone else had it, or maybe wasn't paying attention at the time. It happens. It happens to all of us.
For sure.
And, you know, it's a somewhat high pressure situation. So on top of that, it's also really hard to think straight. So yeah, it happens. We are going to see both sides buying up, but Mizzou completely small shielding this.
Mizzou spread across the map, and with the Viper walls, they provide a lot of vision blocking there. But Boise State's on the other side of it, just creeping around, seeing what they can see.
Mizzou going to be able to potentially recognize that they are pushing a B. They all seem kind of around the same. Oh, never mind. Is that Jet in? That's A long. Never mind. Okay. 2 on B, 2 on C, 1 holding from A short. Everyone on the side of Boise State just going to slowly work their way up that courtyard.
Nope. There,
Spike down mid.
Reina's already taken down with the spike.
It's going to get traded. So it is 4v4. Skydog goes out.
And that breach coming out again with the concussions, really putting a mess in the plans. They're holding, and oh, is he going to get Panda caught out?
They're all just going to kind of back off.
Streamer right there.
30 seconds
Streamer
left.
might do it. Yep, goes for it.
And he's taken out.
All right, well, Boise State does have complete access to Seaside, so we're going to have everyone head over there. I didn't even notice that it's match point now. It's 12-8.
Oh, yeah. It's do or die from Mizzou here.
Oh, gets blinded. Doesn't even notice KJ's there.
Oh, and he's just taken down.
It's going to be all up to Super Shy if this round, if this game is going to continue.
And he's down. And just like that, Boise State able to come back and take the first round of this best of 3.
Game 1 is going to go to Boise State. That was a good game.
That was a really good game, I got to say. Mizzou pushing out and having that lead, but Boise State able to use their utility and the skills that they have to take that point from them and able to turn it around into their favor.
And we are going to go into our next game soon. But before I do, I want to talk about Idaho Army National Guard. And Idaho Army National Guard is a proud sponsor of Boise State Esports. Top plays are presented by the Idaho Army National Guard, who invites you to take your impressive critical thinking skills into real time. With more than 10 jobs offering a $20,000 bonus and your degree of choice paid for, the Idaho Army National Guard is the best team out there. Reach out on Twitch at iGuard Gaming. That was a really good game. There was a lot that I really liked. It's not every day that you see a Killjoy on the operator. I liked seeing it. I'll be honest. It's somewhat unconventional as compared to what you usually see, that being Jet on the op, because you got the almost get out of jail free card. Just take the shot and then you're gone. But yeah, a lot of good stuff, and I think I'm really impressed that Boise State was able to take that back, because if you asked me after the 6th round, do you think Boise State has this? I would have said nah.
For sure. And it's really just interesting to see how they were able to make that work using the utility of the characters they had. Just the choice is made at the start of the round with the Viper pick, I think was really an interesting thing and very crucial to how they're able to move around the map with a lot of that vision and that ult that played out in one of those rounds that was able to take it for them. And so using the utility of the agents that they have to kind of make the game happen the way they want it to.
Absolutely. And as we go into game 2, do you have any other thoughts?
So it'll be interesting to see which map we're going to be playing on.
Absolutely.
Is going to be changing up the agents' choices, and, well, here we are.
Hold me back. Hold me back. Oh, my. Man, where do I even start? Sunset, the newest map in the game. Not my favorite, I'll be honest. This map makes me want to play other games. But I don't know. It's just personal frustration for me. It is a very pretty map. It's just the design of it is really frustrating for me personally because of how I play the game, I feel. And I play somewhat unconventionally, so I get it. It's not like a map designed for me, unlike Bind, which I feel like it's slightly more in my I get like a lot more opportunity out of that map, but in this one, it's just no. This map I feel is I feel like this is kind of like the Cyphers map, because there's a lot of peekaboo type windows where you can throw your cameras. There's a lot of cheeky trips that you can throw. Every single time that I've seen this map getting played, I've seen a Cypher playing it, and I have seen some insane lineups and just setups all across the board. It's all over the place. Have you gotten the chance to play this map yet?
I have. So, yeah, what you've been saying, those lineups and being able to have all those kind of cheeky areas here and making use of those spots, I think. So it'll be interesting to see the agents that are picked here from both sides to kind of make use of those areas and those lineups to really make the game happen in their favor.
I'm just going to get a little view of the city. Oh, it's so peaceful, so serene. I hate this map.
I had no idea.
Yeah, it's not like I bring it up all the time, obviously.
Definitely not. And so we're going to be getting into the agent picks here, seeing what each team will be picking.
Oh, and we are going to be going straight into it. And, well, we are going to be seeing Steve-O on the Cypher.
And we've got the Raze pick and the Fade on both sides of the team.
And Breach.
And Breach.
So we're going to see... Oh, okay. So Boise State is completely going to forego the Sentinel role and is going to go 2 controllers instead. And they're just going to start off by pushing this B site. Okay. I'm also not very completely aware of which side is which. That same with Fracture. You ask me which side is A on Fracture, I cannot tell you. Oh, gonna get a very, very vital Omen blind there. Is gonna be able to take one, but does get... Rihanna is gonna be able to get 2. They're gonna be able to get this site planted. It's gonna be a 3v4. Oh, never mind. Panda. Wow. You don't usually see a lot of those kills with that util. Whoa.
And the blind coming out. Oh, but he's still able to take down 2 there.
Skelesis. Absolutely going insane. Skelesis is going to leave a major impression for Mizzou here. Shows exactly what he's capable of. Super shy, obviously a little scared. Oh, I didn't even notice. This is the third game of the series. I believe we missed the first two, but
Yeah, a few technical difficulties, perhaps. Super Shy trying to do something here. Boise State really low here, but are able to hold it, and Skelsis just taking out with that gun there.
well, since we weren't able to see the pistol rounds and we're able to see the bonus round, it's hard to gauge exactly how their previous two games went. But given this current econ, I can say I imagine it must have been it wasn't too great on the side of Boise State, given that it was only, I believe, 2 kills in the last 2 rounds before that round, where we saw Raryana and Skelesis both get 2 kills. So it must have been a little bit rough. But they were able to take that last round. It is going to be a 2-1 on the side of Mizzou.
Yep, and like you were saying, using that pocket there to put down those fade visions to get the view that, and they're able to see Boise State 5 people over there on the A coming around.
Those peekaboo corners,
Ponder able to get 1, 2, and
yeah,
then backs off there, able to really just set those up.
Mid is such a weird area on this map because you can just catch so many early pushes. I mean, we saw it there, obviously. They were just able to get 1 and 2 and then just back off. It's crazy. And Heartbroken is going to be rotating over with the Cypher. It is just going to be... Oh, Damio got taken out, so it's going to be just Raryana. Never mind. Never mind. It's going to be an ace for Ponder. Wow.
We saw in that first game Ponder doing really well for this Mizzou team, holding and able to get a lot of the people, make those objectives happen. And now here on the Rays has a lot of potential to get those cheeky picks and turn things around for Mizzou.
I can only hope that the Boise State players hate this map as much as I do. Someone else to share my struggles. They were not able to get any picks that last round, and I blame it on the map. That's just me. That's just me.
And now it's showing here with the Boise State lineup taking a lot of just smaller guns. The Astra Cloud coming up to help protect there.
Ponder's going to kind of back off. And we are going to see a lot of mid control from the side of the Broncos. Going to be kind of held off from both angles with those smokes. And I don't like that Omen smoke holding off market. That one looks kind of scary. That's a scary looking one-way smoke right there. I don't like it. Not a big fan.
Boise State kind of moving around and a lot of Mizzou holding on to B there.
They're just going to be kind of containing themselves just outside of A-Link. Mostly. They are going to have Fade pick up the spike and try and rotate over with the rest of the team.
Super Shy holding point, but not able to do much about it.
I mean, you can have a good gun, but if it's a 2v1, it's still going to be super hard to take those fights. So, I mean, it's something that can be said time and time again.
Skells is there in the corner. Panda is well taken down.
Maybe peek that corner. Oh, wow.
And he's able to take him down there.
Spike planted.
They get the plant off. And
Steve-O, a little spooked, obviously. Does have a Vandal, though, so it is kind of in his position to potentially get some kills here, given the fact that Viper is at half, and I don't know if they have any guns. Raryana doesn't. Seems like he's only stuck with the classic.
yeah, and is taken down. Cypher using that vision granting and is now able to see where everybody else is, but Breach catches him out.
Oh, okay, I see. Cypher's going to use the ult entirely. Is able to get one, but not quite able to save the round for Mizzou. Is able to get a 4K, though. That is very admirable.
And gets taken down by the spike there. So restarting for everybody. Vandals across the board.
I mean, that last round was last round. I can say words, you know.
Oh yeah.
That last round was a save round, I believe, for Boise State. It was kind of like a half buy for them, and it worked out in their favor, definitely, given that it ended up just being a 3v1 down to a lot. Or they did win, but they did lose all their players. But hey, a win's a win. You take those.
Absolutely. Super Shy getting caught out by the breach. Oh,
Utility, what on earth just happened over there?
both raises taken down there, losing some of that firepower that she offers. Prestige and Rairiana kind of sneaking around, but we can see that the Fade has trails on them. So if they're going to be circling around here, they've got to be careful about it. Super Shy just there. Who's going to get...
Oh, whoa,
peeks out.
Oh, no. Oh,
Able to
Panda.
take one.
Panda came in clutch for Super Shy there and is able to save his life. Wow.
Yep. Master coming around onto B. And, C's heartbroken there.
Bring them down.
This is going to be a little bit of a fight. They're going to kind of back off. Astra has massive amounts of ground on mid. Might be able to push this all the way up, either through market or maybe through their spawn. There's a lot of potential here. And in a 3v4, you do want to try and get a pick to even up those numbers. So Astra just might be staying there, waiting for someone, some poor innocent soul, to try and rotate over to a different site, only to get picked. We might be seeing that here with this Cypher.
Yeah, Boise State pushing onto point because they've got no time left.
Here we go. Astra is able to get the pick on the Cypher, so it is a 3v3.
Oh, and gets another.
Oh, wow. All right, so it is going to be in Boise State's favor. They do get the plant down, so they're just going to be playing a little bit off site.
Panda peeking out there and is able to take down Master.
With... Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, putting it down into 2v2 here. Going for the defuse.
Oh, man, that's just util. It's all over the place. Oh, man.
Breach ult coming out. Oh, man. Or the ability.
A little bit exhausting.
Heartbroken gets one. Only Prestige left. Is able to take one. And almost gets it. Does he have enough time to defuse here?
We'll see.
I think he does.
I think he does as well. Well, it was a good, hard-fought fight, but it is going to go to the side of Mizzou. There was so much util there. There was so much.
Really just using all the agent's abilities here. And now after that round, we can see all sheriffs on the side of BSU with all vandals for Mizzou. So really going to have to showcase some skill here from the side of Boise State if they want to take this round and kind of balance out that econ that they've got.
Let me see some sheriff headshots. That's what I want to see. I want to see some sheriff headshots.
Astra really using those abilities to kind of put out all that blocking vision there. Very, very careful from the side of Boise State as they start to push up through mid.
We already see Mizzou's Omen push all the way up into Boise State's space. Might be able to try and get a pick on this breach. Oh, is able to take him. Heartbroken. Gonna throw the smoke kind of back off a little bit. Everyone on the side of Mizzou is just kind of taking their space around mid, making sure that Boise State has nowhere to go except for through their spawn. Going to see a bit of a fight from Rairiana.
Boise State coming over to B here, except for Panda. And is he going to...
Oh, does not quite hit the shot. Repeaks it, doesn't hit it again. He's just going to back off. But now Boise State has mid, but can't really capitalize off of that.
Getting flashed there. And Master is able to get Fade ult coming out. Now they know where they are.
Really interesting Fade ult there. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, you already had the numbers advantage. It seems a little excessive to do something like that, but hey, it secures the round win for Mizzou.
Putting them up 5-2 here, similar to that first game. So is Boise State going to be able to kind of turn it around like they did, or is Mizzou just going to take it and go?
Can you see why I don't like this map?
Just so many cheeky angles in the...
There's so many.
Lots of opportunity for all the abilities to come out, as we've seen, and really just make use of the space that's available.
Find that rhythm.
I really even got to recognize what roles has been going on, or what roles each player has picked. I want to specifically showcase the Astra on this map. I wasn't really expecting something like that, but it seems like it's been kind of doing work.
Bring them down.
Yeah, just all those angles, being able to put down the smokes, to be able to hide kind of what Boise State's doing and some of those other abilities that she has. Really an interesting toolkit that she offers.
Oh, gonna take.
Oh,
Wow.
Rihanna gets caught out by 3. Boise State coming around to B here.
Face
And
your
we got
fear.
Heartbroken and Steve-O holding point.
Fade is gonna pop the ult, and everyone's gonna try and push off that. They do know that there are at least two, on B site. Gonna try and find these players. Gets 1, gets 2. Now they know that the site is clear for plant. Except he doesn't, and he goes for the repeat.
And they see the 3 coming around. Are they going to be able to do this?
Oh, Ponder with the 2K3.
Oh.
3 kills. 3 is how many points Mizzou has times 2.
And Mizzou continuing to push this forward. And Boise State now back to Sheriffs as they are unable to kind of really devote all of their skills, their econ into those higher level guns. Whoa.
Now I want to see a Sheriff headshot. Give it to me this time. I was joking last time.
Oh.
This time I want to see
This
him,
is
though.
the time to see some of those Sheriff headshots.
Oh, yeah.
Super Shy here. Going out with
What the?
abilities going down.
Oh. It's hard to even recognize what util is what.
And
All right,
Ponder-
there's one. There's a Sheriff headshot.
There you go. Sheriff can count 1.
Oh, okay.
1 from the Spectre of Super Shy.
A little bit of a one-way here. From the Omen is going to...
Super Shy gets 3 here.
Super Shy is just the... I mean, he may not be playing a duelist, but very much plays Fade like a duelist and is succeeding.
Really able to use those and gets another.
Oh, all right. Panda's going to steal the ace. Ooh. It's a little cringe if you're asking me, but...
But yeah, Super Shy really showcasing what Fade is able to do, especially on a map like this, because she's not the greatest for some of the other ones, but on this map in particular, with all these cheeky angles, able to use the kind of momentum and the movement from her abilities to really catch out these Boise State players.
I'm a big fan of Fade. I like it. I don't know. I mean, I don't see a lot of Fade in my games. I would like to see more, and this map is a great way to showcase how many cool ways you can like use the util on this map, both just like in terms of where to throw your eye to scan when people may potentially. Whoa, 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 whoa! Okay, we are gonna see Ponder just take out Skelesis, but it's gonna get traded by Rariana. Is able to take 2.
Yeah, and Daimyo takes another here.
Oh, it's heartbroken. Doing this again.
Oh, and he's not
Oh,
seen.
wow.
Just barely.
Talk
Rariana's-
about timing. Talk about positioning. How did he get away with that?
just on the edge of that smoke there. Is coming around to see if he can get the flank onto Boise State here. Throwing out the vision block.
Oh, here he comes. Oh, but they saw him coming.
And with the knife out, isn't able to switch fast enough.
I used to have a really bad habit of where I'd hold my knife out whenever I was like trying to go for a flank. You got to have your gun out at all times. You may get there a little bit slower, but it's okay to get there a little bit slower than rather you get there as fast as possible, and then you kind of get caught in the middle of it by someone who was attempting to rotate sights into you.
Exactly. And Mizzou in the mid here, and now rotating because they
30
see that
seconds
Boise
left.
State's coming onto B.
It's going to be 4-2 here.
Spike
Super
planted.
Shy and Steve are going to have to put in some massive work here because
Coming through the Astra smoke.
everyone's going to be playing
And
back here.
everyone's hiding around those corners, so you can't see.
Last player
And
standing.
it's just shot out.
Rariana with the ace.
Very nice.
Wow. I wasn't even able to tell until the very end, but Rariana was doing some crazy work for the team. Just look at that. 10-8-3 on the KDA. Rariana doing the most.
Exactly. And then Ponder on the side of Mizzou, really stepping up and able to use the abilities that Raze offers to just bring the pain to the Boise State line.
Score is going to be 7-3 on the side of Mizzou. It's not great. It's not terrible. It's in that awkward spot where it could go either way. It's not quite even, so no team is very comfortable with the situation. It's just a weird spot. We are going to see a lot of mid push here again. Heartbroken's going to do this mid push again. Is able to take 1, and then is going to get traded by Prestige. So now the score is 4-3.
Ponder here looking for something and just keeps tripping. Oh, see Skelesis and Master.
turns this into aim labs.
Bringing out the bot there, but it gets
Oh.
shot down.
Trying to get out of there as
One
soon as
enemy
possible, but
remaining.
it was just not quite enough. That stun's going to completely disrupt all plans.
And so now Prestige here, just them against Stevo and Super Shy, just trying to get around here, sneaking around onto B point, and they don't know where he is.
I mean, hey, if you got Spike and you have a free site, well, I wouldn't quite say a free site because Cypher has all of his util here. Yep, gonna get tagged. They're gonna both rotate over as soon as possible. He might even get hit by this trip in front of him. He can't see it. Oh, if he pushes up here, it's also not good for him.
But he
Okay, take that out. Yep.
oh, gets one.
Ooh,
Ah,
and then
Super
gets
Shy able to
traded.
take him down.
Well, 8-3. It is going to be match point this next game. Or not match point. It's going to be last round of the half.
No bustin'.
I get those
Save the
mixed
day.
up. I say one, but I mean the other, like all the time. But yeah,
Last round before
last
the switch.
round of the half.
Well, if they haven't already, Boise State probably not liking this map as much as you are now after this.
I hope that there is some sort of relating feeling on this map. It's just, I don't know, something about it just frustrates me to no end, and I just wish I could figure it out so that way I could like change it. But alas, I'm just stuck in this endless space of saying I hate this map without knowing why. It's like you know, it's like a century-long fight. You don't even know why it started. Skelesis is
And
gonna.
eye comes out so that they are caught out. Super Shy taking a quick peek.
I'll just try.
Ponder there on the left.
Oh, don't worry, we're gonna see
Fade ult coming out.
all sorts of stuff, and that is gonna completely scare off Boise State, except for maybe Astra here. Daimyo is gonna try and hold this, maybe get a pick, and everyone's just gonna be holding outside B. Maybe, just maybe, waiting for all of Mizzou to rotate over to A. That seems what might potentially be happening because we do have
Ponder
Almond
there,
rotating
just
over.
behind the box.
I don't like this spot. It's not looking too good.
Oh.
Takes one, take two. Oh, okay.
Daimyo takes them both down there.
You are divided.
No, we take those. All right, it's going to have just about a clear sight for them with the use of the Astral
Welcome to
Breach.
my
Going to be able to
world.
do something a little bit funky
Oh,
here.
and the Viper
Oh,
ult.
there we go.
Oh, Panda takes one.
And that's going to make it a lot more difficult for Boise State. They were
Takes two and three.
They were
Panda coming out here and really just taking it from Mizzou once again.
They were completely banking on that Viper ult, and unfortunately, Viper was out of that smoke for just a little bit too long and was able to get caught. If you're playing Viper, you got to stay in that
Switching
smoke.
sides.
You never know when someone's hiding outside. And it's better just to play it safe sometimes. In a situation like that where you do have the spike down, you don't want to be trying to take fights.
Yep. But both of them coming out and neither are able to turn onto the Astra there. And they're able to just take that, but unfortunately not able to turn that into a whole lot more. But we can see the Astra abilities really making work here on the Sunset map. We got a couple of ghosts and some classics with Shield as we go into the second half.
Score is going to be 9-3. It's, obviously I could say the very, very obligatory 9-3 curse, which I don't really believe in. I believe in an 8-4 curse. That's what happens to me every time. So I'll be like up 8. I'll be like, all right, this game's a win, but then I always lose those. 9-3, it goes either way. But 8-4, I always lose 8-4s. I don't know.
Yep. Super Shy able to catch them out.
Super Shy is just he's doing the most right now. He's able to take one out once again. He's
Really putting in the work with this
Oh
thing.
yeah. It's really nice to
Skelesis gets caught out.
Oh yeah.
Stevo coming around.
Only one on this side is going to be Daimyo. Gonna see if maybe he can get a pick here, but nah, it doesn't seem quite like it. Well, he was able to take out Heartbroken, so it wasn't a complete loss. And we're going to have a cheeky little reach from the back line. They all know he's there because he hit the Cypher trip. So he's just going to wait. He's just going to hold. Maybe someone will push him instead. Maybe he's not going to be the one to push.
Panda coming around. Who's going to get the pick here?
He's tired of pushing.
Yeah.
Now it's other people's turns. Oh, wow.
3 of them there,
I
and he
don't-
just not able to do anything.
Too scary for me. It's going to be 10-3. This might be a situation where, no, they don't quite feel like it. It's at a 10-3, you might start questioning whether or not if you want to take. No, they are gonna double down, most of them, and are gonna buy guns, completely full buy on the side of Boise State, because they need this round win. If they don't take it, they're only gonna have two more wins from Mizzou in order to take this over. So they're going to take everything they have into this
Mizzou
fight.
full pushing B here with the only one there is the Astro. Boise State now rushing around as they know they're there.
I'm going to back off a little bit. It's going to give Mizzou full control of the site. And they're going to hold just about every angle that they can. Fate's going to clear a little bit of that back site, but not quite far enough so that they can see the raise.
And as we can see in both these games so far, the breach has been really important, able to pick out some of these players and figure out where everybody is to really, able to get the vision that the teams need. Oh, and just caught out there.
Breach is one of those characters that just really, really excels if you have good team communication, which is really, really good in an event like this where you do have two actual teams talking to one another instead of just four random people you've never spoken to before in your life. Oh, Daimyo. Oh, no. Reload that gun. There we go.
Oh, able to get one.
All right.
But the bomb explodes.
Got your one. You got your one. You take it. You're happy. You go away.
And Heartbroken, the only one left with a gun. But Mizzou really pushing that lead forward.
It's going to be 11-3, unfortunately, for the side of Boise State. And we are going to see another full buy yet again, and it's looking a little dire on the side of Boise State. If there's any round that they have to win, it has to be this round.
Yep. We've got to see some of that utility that we've seen throughout the entire game used here for their advantage.
Just very similar vibes to rounds before, just Mizzou able to take clear control of the site. Boise
Prestige able to
State.
get one. And another Panda's taken down. Prestige getting some
Whoa.
more.
A little bit of a turnaround this time, though. Not quite enough that it was completely turnover, but it is going to be a 2v1 on the side of Boise State in terms of numbers. A little better than rounds before.
The spike hasn't been planted just yet. Super Shy here, though, has been killer in this game, and so we're going to see if they're going to be able to take the 2v1 here. Looks like they're running around to A, maybe.
I'll find you. One enemy
Oh, is able to take one, and it's just going to be up to this fight.
And is able to get Rayrena as well, taking that to 12-3 for Mizzou.
Match point.
Looks like
Spirit is
they're gonna do everything they can to buy this, but it's not looking good for the side of the Broncos.
Yep. Guardians and Bulldogs are all they can really get, with Vandals and Phantoms and Ares there as well on the side of Mizzou.
There.
Yeah, it's just it's
Not looking great. Mizzou has had great map control with their abilities that they've
Find
had.
you.
Just
Still
been able to
waiting.
see where Boise State's been going.
They've also had Super Shy. And Super Shy has been playing absolutely out of his mind this game. And it's I don't know. I have not seen a lot of
Prestige there
fights.
caught out, and the Fatal being used, not catching anybody, but clearing the area.
Mizzou is gonna have all 5 players on site.
Skelos is taken down as well.
Just pick after pick after pick. Narrowly avoids the
Oh.
blind, but is gonna get taken out by Ponder.
Shadows traveling.
And this looks like it just might be wraps in terms of this game.
Yep, another one taken down. Rayrena doing the best they can. They're going to have to clutch up if Boise State wants to stop this from going. But Super Shy able to see
Oh,
where Rayrena
no.
is, and that's it for this round.
Attackers
Just
win.
every single piece of util in the book, everything, all used on that poor Ray Rihanna.
Yep, Super Shy MVP of that round for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Really taking Mizzou to this win here this round, and we've just seen some great gameplay from him and from those teammates this round. It's just been crazy.
There's been a lot of really good eyes, from Super Shy. Just a lot of really good gunplay. Because you can use your abilities really well, but a lot of it also just comes down to your mechanical gun skill. And I'm seeing a lot of that from Super Shy. Yeah. I think it's just about as good as that round could have potentially went for the side of Mizzou. Obviously, it could have went like 13-0, but they put up a very, very, very strong fight, and unfortunately, Boise State just wasn't quite up to it in terms of that map. And I blame it on the map.
Well, I mean, Boise State most definitely doesn't like that map, probably as much as you do now. But we're going to be taking this to Game 3 here, and we're going to be seeing what kind of map and what kind of agents each team's going to be playing to kind of make things work. Will they be able to turn the tides into their favor? Will Super Shy be able to keep that vision and keep that thing going, or are we going to see some more things from the likes of Prestige and Reina as they come into this Game 3 and try to take this whole game series for themselves?
Well, before we do go into that third game, I do want to shout out our next sponsor, Drop-In Gaming. Drop-In Gaming is the premier online platform for gamers who seek competition. Play your favorite games to win cash and prizes through free and paid entry matches and tournaments. Whether you are new to the scene or a seasoned veteran, Drop-In Gaming has the right games and competition for you. To begin your competitive gaming journey, sign up at dropingaming.com. And with that, I'm feeling a little bit of a break is in need.
Especially, we need to cool you down after that sunset map.
Yeah, I mean, not just for me, but for the players, for everyone.
Absolutely.
We just need a little bit of a moment of peace and not thinking about sunset.
Both teams are going to come separate, and they're going to come up with their game plans as we go into Game 3 here. Try and come up with the plans that they need to make to really take it's really either way. We've seen some great team making from either side. Mizzou looking like they might be able to, because they had the upper half in that first game and took it all that second one. So we'll see what happens in this third round.
Well, we are going to be right back, so do not go anywhere. NACE Starleague Valorant coming back very soon. Bye-bye.
Home is where you hang your hat, snuggle up, hide out. Home is when you're with the ones you love. It isn't just a place, it's a state of mind. At Idaho Central Credit Union, our home is Idaho. We grew up here, and we're proud to help more Idahoans with their home loan than any other financial institution. Idaho Central Credit Union. We believe home is where you make it.
Visit NationalGuard.com to begin your Guard adventure.
Home is where you hang your hat, snuggle up, hide out. Home is when you're with the ones you love. It isn't just a place, it's a state of mind. At Idaho Central Credit Union, our home is Idaho. We grew up here, and we're proud to help more Idahoans with their home loan than any other financial institution. Idaho Central Credit Union. We believe home is where you make it.
Visit NationalGuard.com to begin your guard adventure.
Hello and welcome back to the Boise State Esports Arena. I am Dallin Starnes, and I am joined to you today by another Dallin. I don't know where he came from. He just kind of showed up here, and I don't know. I'm just trying to work through it. We're making the best of it. It's Starleague, NACE Starleague Valorant, best of 3. It's gone 1-1. Both Boise State and Mizzou have put up good fights in both games, and fortunately, we're not going to see sunset again. So This is good. This is good.
Absolutely. As we go into Game 3 here, we're expecting to see a lot of interesting plays and agent choices from both sides of the teams here, trying to figure out what's going to be working and what's not going to be as effective in this third map here. And so we're going to be figuring that out here shortly, and really that's going to be determining a lot of the key choices for both of these teams.
Do you have any agents specifically that you would like to be seeing in this next game?
I think what we've seen is that the breach and the breach especially has been a big important for both sides of these teams, and has been really effective in getting that vision and getting finding out where people are for both of them.
Yeah, absolutely. Breach is definitely one of those characters that you just, you're in a team environment. It's just going to completely go in your favor. You know what I want to see. What
do you want to see?
I want to see Yoru.
Oh, Yoru.
Who said that? What the?
Yoru, an interesting pick here. I mean, it all depending on the map that we're going to be seeing here. But will they be able to effectively use those kinds of teleports and abilities that he has to just effectively move around the map and find the picks that he's able to make?
Yeah, it's definitely going to be dependent on what the next map is, because there are definitely some maps that work better for him than not. But before we get to any of that, we're going to get to Doc's Keys of the Game, brought to you by Drop In Gaming. Today, Doc has decided to tell us that you got to focus your angles and make sure you're remembering that flank. You got to know your win conditioning. You got to count cards, call abilities. You always want to call your abilities out. You can't be that one guy who just throws his flashes the entire team without calling it.
Oh, that's the worst.
You got to make sure you click heads. That's priority numero uno. You always got to click heads, because if you're clicking anything else, you're not clicking heads. And that's not good.
Then they'll probably click your head.
And then they click your head, and then you have to go sit in the sad chair for approximately 2 minutes and think about why. Why did this happen to me? Why am I in this place? But game number 3, terms of maps, we have seen Haven. Oh, we're going to see Ascent. I like Ascent. It's not my favorite. It exists. It's like Haven in the sense of it's been around since the beginning. It has not gone anywhere. It's just always there. You ever think of a map in this game? It's probably this map.
Absolutely. Just being a key point here, and lots of same to Sunset, lots of tricky angles here, and with that kind of that middle that really takes up a lot of space to give the teams opportunities to kind of move around those areas and get to the points that are on here. And so lots of cheeky angles, lots of ways for abilities to go through. Really, really going to be interesting to see.
Well, in terms of this map's composition, I imagine we'll probably be seeing a Sova. Yep, there we go. It's Sova, and we did miss the first round, but it was on the side of Boise State, and both teams have decided to buy up. Really interesting here.
Yeah, and we're seeing a lot. Here we go.
We're going to see an exact same map team composition on the side of both sides. We both got a Jet. We both have a Sova, KJ, Omen, and KO. It's just going to be a complete ditto.
Prestige trying to do something here, but is unable to do anything about that.
He's going to close the door. It's going to be a KJ, ditto, diff,
And
anything
so
you want to call it. Mirror matchup, whatever. It's going to be Ray Riona versus Stevo. He's going to try and get into a position where he can plant that spike.
Rarena coming around here with the judge.
I was gonna say this is completely in Stevo's favor because I saw the ghost, but then he pulled out the judge. I was like, never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind. So round 2 is also gonna go to Boise State. It's somewhat expected, and since Mizzou decided, hey, we're gonna buy up as hard as we can on round 2, they have basically nothing for this third round.
Yeah, it's some sheriffs and a single scepter. I can't remember which gun that one is, but the Bulldog Spectre, thank you. And the Bulldogs on the side of Boise State.
One suppressed.
Mizzou coming around here.
A little bit of a lineup in terms of that flash.
Yeah, taking those picks there. Ray Reyna holding the area and trying to do the best they can. No picks yet, and Mizzou is able to get planted here. Using that KO's abilities to stop the others is really, really good for them. Omen with the cover.
Still no picks yet, though.
Oh, there we go. Blinded, unable to do a whole lot, but in a good situation there.
Oh, wow.
Ooh,
just like
Master
that.
just coming around.
That went by so fast. It went from a 5v5 to a 3-0 in like 5 seconds. I was barely even able to recognize it.
Absolutely.
Oh, I like that. It's not my favorite, but I do like that new knife set, the one with the axe and knife. It looks pretty. I don't think I'm gonna pick it up.
Probably
because I'm gonna hold restraint. But I don't know. It looks cool. If someone else has it, I'm gonna spectate them.
Absolutely. And so up with the guns here, and Mizzou is coming out with the Vandals, and a few Vandals on Boise State's side as well. Boise State kind of split around the map, holding all the angles they can. And Mizzou,
Give them no ground.
similar as well, trying to see what they're able to accomplish.
Cover going out.
It's just gonna be a push up from everybody through mid, mainly.
Nope, peeks just yet. Shooting into the smoke, not able to find anything. The Sova drone coming out. He's able to catch up Prestige though. Oh, and he's able to get out of there. Well, one taken down on the side of Mizzou.
Blocking sight.
Super Shy gonna try and help his team push all the way through market. And Broncos are gonna be all up in their spawn. Might try and push B here now that they know that the Tigers have been able to successfully plant in B.
Yep, getting the plants here. Broncos are going to need to rotate to try and see if they can do anything about this. And that KO, again, holding down those grenades, able to just shut down abilities is really, really effective, especially with what we've been seeing.
It's going to be a 5-3. Oh, is able to get a kill through a wall. Pretty lucky.
Man.
That would be mad if that was me. I'm not going to lie.
Only Panda left on the side of the Tigers. Able to get one. Oh, but his location's been revealed. Able to
Oh.
get a second.
Enemy.
And a
Whoa, whoa,
third.
whoa.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa!
A third. Holy cow. Panda stepping up and getting the clutch for his team here.
Panda, I mean, if that was me in a situation like that, I would have just said, like, that's wraps. I'm going home. I'll see you guys later. But Panda was that guy.
Wow, I mean, really keeping his cool and able to get 4 picks on the side of the Broncos to just shut down their advance and just really keeping that score in favor of Mizzou.
Wow, he played that so well. Just like the back and forth between both sides. He was able to hard read where everyone was pushing and holding.
We've got the Jet ult out here, and we're going to see if they're going to be able to do anything about that.
A little bit aggressive. Broncos try and push up B, but they are going to move back.
Verena gets spotted, putting out the blocking vision, and switches to the gun because they run out of time. Able to get a pick there. Picking up the sheriff. There's...
Whoa. Oh, Rayriana is able to get a pick there.
Yep, Daimyo there with the frenzy. Doesn't see Panda right in front of him.
Planted.
Spike down on the side of Mizzou.
Uh-oh. Very
Ooh.
well-placed grenade.
Master
there-
gets one, but doesn't see that person behind him.
Needs to get that shot.
Ooh, Skelsis with the headshot there.
Is able to pick up a Vandal. It's going to be either way. But KO's going to keep giving comms.
And does not see that Super Shy was right there. And
Super Shy was just able to successfully get comms with the KO on the ground because even though he was downed, that doesn't mean he was out of the game. He still acted as a surveillance camera and was able to pretty successfully tell Super Shy where Skelsis was playing.
And now as we move on to this next round, we see that the op is out on the side of Skelsis, so we're
look
going
at
to
this.
see if we can have anything happen with them.
KO's got the most insane lineup I've ever seen in my life, I fear.
Truly crazy.
Let's
And
see.
Daimyo with the Omen as well.
Let's see what he does. Oh, okay. That was. I guess that could have been a lot more. Like it could have been a lot more, but maybe I wasn't paying
And
exact
Super Shy
attention to it.
already down.
And Mizzou is just able to take near complete control of the site, and Boise State is still hopelessly mid,
Spike planted.
with Rayriana just holding up the CT. Might just wait for anybody to peek.
Master breaking down the door here.
Shadows traveling.
Heartbroken is just going to hold this. He might get an easy pick if they don't clear him.
Flash.
A little bit of a flash thrown in the air, a little bit of a knife thrown in the air, a little bit of everything. Heartbroken is able to get 2. They did not clear the angle, and that is going to lead to Mizzou winning round number 6. So 3v3, it goes either way. And Ponder does, I don't know if he had that off from before, if he just picked it up off of someone on the other team. I wasn't exactly paying attention to where that
I think
op
he did
was.
pick it up from Skelsis there, who wasn't able to do a whole lot with it in the last round. And now Boise State only has really the Sheriffs, while Mizzou, the Tigers are up with their Vandals and an op.
We are, as expected, going to see Jet take hold of that operator, and Broncos are going to be going almost all Sheriffs.
Able to spot out that turret there.
But they have completely cleared out of A site, and if Tigers are able to push all the way up here, it's just, they're going to recognize this site is just completely free for the taking. The closest that there is going to be Prestige just holding up on top, but it's going to be nowhere close enough for them to stop planting that spike.
Verena coming around here, sees that Heartbroken is there, or maybe doesn't.
I think they're aware that he's there. That's why, yeah, he's going to nade that. Whoa, little bit of everything right there.
A lot of abilities being brought out. And
You should run.
we're seeing the KJ ult down now. Ooh. Was able to get one with the op there from Super Shy. Not able to do a whole lot, though.
That operator is some scary stuff.
Switching over to the Vandal, just so they have that better short-range firepower here.
2-2 is going to get taken down. I think he might survive the spike, though. Yeah, let's see. Yeah. Oh, never mind. It is going to take him. Okay. I can't remember if getting down as KO allows you to survive the spike, or if it's getting taken out and then getting downed by the spike kills you.
Super Shy able
remember.
to hold on to that operator, and then Skelsis picking one up as well. Now 3-4 in favor of Mizzou here. And holding these points as we go into these next rounds.
We are going to see both teams buying up, except for Super Shy, who's going to go with the knives. Oh, okay. Going to give Stevo the op. Both sides with an operator now. Both of them put, well, Jet's going to hold Market with the op, while KJ is going to push
Oh,
the
gets
rest.
shot down there by Skelsis.
Tigers are going to try and push up A again. Boise State might try and... Nope, he's going to back off. He's going to give them control of site, and they're going to go for the retake. Both Sovas do have ult, so they could prevent Spike from getting down, but it's too late for the Broncos to use their ult. But it is not too late for the Tigers to have Ponder dial all the way back.
Putting the
use his ult.
shadows out, but they are going to get spotted out by the alarm bot. Oh!
Now
And
it's gonna
Panda
be-
in the corner able to take them both down before getting down himself.
So now it's all up to Ponder to see if maybe he gets the right timing with his ult and his util. He's not going to ult this, though. Okay, now he is. He's going to have Daimyo stick it. Is going to get Daimyo taken out.
Oh, gets taken
Oh,
out
no,
himself.
never
Do
mind.
they have enough?
Oh, I thought he was taken out there, but it wasn't actually, because Prestige saved him in the very last second before that shot actually went through. Wow.
Boise State able to stop that ultimate and able to defuse the spike before they get taken out themselves. And continuing on to this round 8.
It's going to keep 4-4. About similar guns to what we were seeing before, but in replacement of that op, we are now going to be see Stevo on the Spectre. A little bit of a downgrade, but it's what you got to do in order to get that full buyout.
Yep, and something I wanted to point out as we get started into this next round is that Panda on this KO, using those abilities, has been able to do a lot for this round.
Absolutely.
And especially on this map, using all those ability blocking things that he has to stop the Broncos from using any of their utility to get on top of Mizzou here.
Initiators are really what takes this game to the next level, because the amount of intel and their utility is able to impact so much, just like 4 teams. Like, they're able to maneuver how they're going to go about pushing sites or rotating. Just their entire game plan is almost entirely guided by how initiators use their utility.
KO using the ult here as they move out onto this 5-man push here.
Prestige is able to take one.
Oh,
Oh, all right.
Daimyo takes one down as well.
Daimyo's just able to get the easy peek through the smoke. And we're going to see him tagging Jet, but it's not going to be quite enough for them to profit off of that.
Using his Holt ear,
One enemy remaining.
not able to get really anybody with it.
30 seconds left.
Heartbroken, the only one left from Mizzou. With the spike, will he be able to get this down? Oh, it looks like Reina's going to get him.
Uh-oh. That's what I was talking about before. You can't be flanking with your knife out. It's not going to work.
Definitely not.
It's nice to see things come around again. Reinforce the moral of the story.
For sure.
And that is, do not flank with a knife out. Just don't. It doesn't work.
Yep. Boise State holding that midpoint and then a couple on either side. With Mizzou, the Tigers coming up around to A, with the KJ on the other side there. They're getting that vision out. And Boise State's rotating over to A here.
Master is lucky number 777 on the KDA. 7 kills, 7 deaths, 7 assists. I imagine he feels rather lucky right now. And we're going to see Tigers push up B. Very, very slowly, very methodically. A little bit of a potential lineup with that flash. I don't know if that was a lineup or just really good throw.
Daimyo there holding point though. able to get out of there before he gets spotted.
The Broncos are going to try and rendezvous around mid. Oh, but they don't quite see Ponder coming. Oh, never mind.
Ponder
They very
unable
much saw
to
him
do a
coming.
whole lot.
But with only a Sheriff, there's not much you can do in a position like that.
Exactly. Mizzou down on the numbers, but having the point and having all those angles held.
It's going to be a 5v4. It's still very much any team's game on this round.
Putting out the vision blocker from Omen there. Able to get one from Master.
Attempts to pre-fire that. Not quite able to take out Panda. Is close, though. Is it take
Heartbroken takes him down.
Oh, take out the classic. Oh, no, the right click. Oh,
And
he's just going to play. Yep. All right, do the silly.
Oh.
Yeah. Heartbroken. Absolutely insane. Just like W Panda not too long ago. That was absolutely absurd. Up to like a 4K there for him. It's just I think Boise State has to be recognizing that they can't just be taking these fights so not necessarily absent-mindedly, but they have to be keeping up the mentality when they're taking these fights. They can't just be like, all right, guys, it's a 4v1, we win these, because even in a situation like that, it can still turn out the other way. We've seen that 2 times now.
Yeah, Mizzou and Boise State both. We've been able to see the skill of all their individual players has been really high level, and it has been able to carry some of these rounds into their favors. Skells is here with the op, trying to get some peeks here, not seeing anybody yet, though.
Now that A is smoked off, they're going to try and maybe potentially push through mid.
Tigers really taking their time with this.
Oh, we're going to be seeing a little bit of a setup here. Heartbroken with the flash. He's going to be playing off with Jet. Never mind. Oh, wow. Prestige had a really good angle, was able to take out Super Shy before they were able to initiate it.
The Sova drone getting the information they need. Skelsis and Ray Reyna holding that top there.
An interesting.
And is he going to get anybody here?
Heartbroken
Oh,
ults.
but misses.
Kind of scares him off, I believe. Ooh, doesn't quite hit him. I think he kind of crouched a little bit because it's in the animation when he used his smoke. That's real ridiculous.
Oh, Heartbroken coming around to get Prestige
Ooh.
and Master.
Last player standing.
Heartbroken takes 2. Is going to get a little bit pinched here,
Is he
potentially.
gonna, and Daimyo catches him out and is able to take the round for the Broncos.
Last round in the half.
6-5.
As we come to the half here, we're going to be seeing everything that's coming out. But unfortunately for the Tigers, they just don't have the funds to really stack up with the guns here.
I mean, you may not have to, but you just got to force up everything that you've got, because this is the last round of the half, and you're not taking it to the next half. So just whatever you can now, whether that be Sheriff, full shield, Bulldog, half shield. It's whatever you can do, you should do. A little bit of a Sovadart, isn't able to pick up anything though. Successfully evaded.
3 ults on the side of Boise State, and nothing really on Mizzou as of yet. We're going to see what kind of things they're going to be putting out here.
A little bit of a backup. It's going to be, A-Site's going to be entirely held down by Master right now. But as soon as Ponder makes their first move, oh, and there it goes. Drone's going to go out. Word is going to get around through the side of the Broncos, and they're all going to know that they are just about there. And that's going to scare off Tigers, so they're going to immediately head over to B.
Master still holding down A, but Mizzou is rotating over, and that op coming out and able to take out one of their players.
A little bit of an updraft. Doesn't able to get any util, or not util, intel.
Also
Those sound
has-
very similar.
Ooh.
You know what? I try and do that with the shorty. You know how much I'm hitting him for? 130.
30
Just-
seconds
And then I'm mad because I don't get the kill. But for some reason,
Ooh. Skells is able to use the ult and take down the remaining member of the Tigers. And now
you know what?
Switching
I'm
sides.
mad. That shorty should not have killed with one shot, but it did. And
Must have taken some damage already.
I guess. I mean, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to the health levels, I guess. But, yeah, like I said before, me and Shorty, we are not at the highest point of our relationship right now. It is in dire straits.
Absolutely.
Ever since that nerf, it's just been so hard. It's so hard to even communicate with the Shorty. It's so much. It's too much.
Absolutely.
That's a lot of sounds.
Right here.
Daimyo loves his karambit.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Boise State here, now on the attack.
Revealing it.
Oh, look at that. Immediately takes out the dart.
Right here.
We're going to
Take
be
flight.
seeing a little bit of a 2-3 split on the side of the Mizzou.
And the drone almost, but not quite, catches Super Shy there.
It's just going to be very, very slow. Just waiting for one misstep from either team. Super Shy is going to be waiting.
Broncos holding that midpoint, now kind of moving over A.
Super Shy going to be taking this fight.
Oh,
Oof.
Daimyo gets caught out.
Now all 4 players in tree pushing A site into the 3 players from Mizzou.
Oh,
Right click.
And Steve-O putting out the work, but gets taken down. Panda there on top.
No one up there. Whoa.
Ooh, and Ray Reyna almost able to do something there.
I
but
know.
is taken down by W Panda.
I know I was just talking about the shorty and how it's dumb. I'm gonna say it again with the classic. I shoot that with the right click. That right click classic, that's not going anywhere. That's going in the opposite direction when I shoot it. When I shoot it, the bullets are somehow shooting behind me. I don't get it. Some of these guns are just not working for me. I don't know what's going on.
For sure. But as we're taking this time out, we're noticing kind of that Mizzou is, well, they're trying their best, and Boise State's able to get some of those things in. It's a little bit of back and forth, and Mizzou's coming out on top as we come out of this. Or Boise State is, my bad. And they're able to use the abilities that they have from their initiators and the vision blocking from Omen and Jet that they have to be able to get the peaks and the coming around the angles that they need.
Immediately taken out once again. It's heartbroken. It's just going to be dialing back a little bit. They do have the gun advantage, though, so he doesn't have to hide all the way back there. I mean, the worst that could happen is they have 5 shorties and they just pelt him repeatedly over and over again. Well, I am seeing a little bit of a KJ mid.
Yep, and then Broncos coming around, just kind of holding that back line there. Coming towards mid. Ray Reyna holding that vision point.
Just slowly pushing up that mid. Potentially into tree. It depends whether or not they want to push it. Alarm bot right there. Oh, maybe another lineup? I don't know. Okay, never mind. It's not a lineup. Oh, thank goodness. If that was a lineup again, I would have been slightly concerned for this KO's well-being, because there's a point where you know too many lineups, and it starts to affect how you play the game, and then every single moment of this game is just like, oh, I got a lineup for that.
Oh, and Heartbroken able to
Spike
take one down.
A.
The spike carrier as well.
Daimyo is going to be taken out by Heartbroken.
W Panda taken down on
Last player
that side.
standing.
Ray Reyna, the only one left in this Broncos.
Oh,
Able to-
okay. You know, you're able to take one. That's enough.
What the? No! Gets 2!
Okay, I'm mad. That should not have killed. No way.
Coming here.
That was
but
the
gets taken
stupidest
down.
kill I've ever seen.
And I'm sure that Mizzou player was not happy either.
Nah.
Putting the game to 7-7 here. And look at this replay as we see
So dumb. Look at this.
the little jump here.
Yoink. No, that was behind the wall.
Oh, man. What was that?
The guns in this game have a mind of their own. And apparently they're all conspiring against me specifically. I can't believe this.
Coming on to B point here.
Going to be 7-7. They do shoot the KO dart and recognize that there are 3 people there, so it's going to be pretty immediately pushing mid after that, because you don't want to push a site that's 3 players on it. And, of course, Tigers are also going to get that memo, and they're going to immediately rotate off.
But
Oh, they're
now
gonna
the
double
Broncos
back.
coming back here.
The double back is going to be heartbroken with the frenzy. That's not going to quite stack up to Vandal, though. Now they're going to rotate over yet again.
Broncos still holding that line, though, and now kind of just floating around. And the Tigers don't know what's going on here, just kind of holding all areas, but they're all stuck out by themselves while the Broncos are all together and are going to be able to get those picks a whole lot easier.
Tigers feel like they were not falling for Boise State's trick and are going to stay on A. But what they don't know is that they haven't moved anywhere.
Ponder here going to be holding up that back line.
30
Execute
seconds left.
on site. Got to find that Sova, or
Yep.
else they're going to lose a lot of fights. It takes one. Steve-O.
With the judge there, switching to the Vandal.
Spike planted.
All right. Player-to-player communication. Prestige is able to take one. It's going to be Prestige and
Last
Master
player
just holding
standing.
off.
We got
Not
Master
anymore.
here against W Panda and Steve-O.
One enemy remaining.
Able to
takes
take one
one.
and
Oh!
2.
All right.
Master holding that point for the Broncos and now putting up a point.
Absolutely fearless. Wow. Man, in a situation like that, I can't imagine myself re-peaking that again, especially being that low on health. But, I mean, I guess it's that unpredictability and, like, assumption that he is going to back around the corner that allowed him to win that fight yet again. Oh, never mind. He wasn't that low on health. I guess, yeah, I guess it's fair that he re-peaked that. Going to be 8-7. And it's going to be a full buy from both teams. Barely any credits left in the game at this point.
Broncos moving around as a unit, all on into A here. Able to get the KO down, which is going to really hamper Mizzou's abilities to hold this point.
Bizarre.
Able to tag one.
Oh, wow, they're just going to immediately rotate off of that. Never mind. They might be doing this double back again. It worked before.
Jet popping out with some of that vision there, blocking there, and not seeing a whole lot happening as both teams try to just kind of bait out the other, but with the Broncos having the numbers advantage here, they're all right to just keep figuring this out, but they're going to have to get onto point eventually.
Tigers are not falling for this bait again. They fell for it once before and it costed them the round. This time they got to play a little bit wiser and recognize we just got to stick on this site because they're going to do the exact same thing. And they do recognize, yep, that is exactly what they're doing. They're going to execute on site, but unfortunately it doesn't seem like quite enough, and there was not as many players as they would have liked on site to stop this push. So it is going to be a 3v1, but Ponder is going to, he has a flank. Oh no.
You
Can I
can't
say it?
you
Can I
can't
say
be-
it again?
Go for it.
You can't flank with the knife out. It doesn't work. It's not going to work. It never does. You might get there like 2 seconds faster, but in the majority of situations, that's not going to be game-changing. It's just not. It's, I don't know. You keep that gun in your pocket. No, you keep that knife in your pocket. You keep your gun out. You got to keep your awareness up. You can't just be... You can't just have your mind go elsewhere.
Exactly. And Broncos here with the gun advantage. What is going to happen here as
Flashbang.
Mizzou rotates here as a unit, trying to figure out where the Broncos are.
Oh,
and
that's...
that's one. That's another from Reina.
One enemy remaining.
And as quick as the round started, it seems like it's going to end.
And just like that, Boise State able to just kind of come out on top of that. Reina really putting in the shots there. I mean, look at this, 23 and 10 here for Reina. Only followed by Heartbroken with 22. Both of those players doing exceptionally well for their teams to really just put the gun into their hands and get those picks that the team needs.
I'm going to say it, though. I'm a little mad because whenever I try and push out B site, I hate it when people hide in that back little hallway.
Could be
That
better.
is my least favorite thing, and I did see Boise State doing that. So I'm like a little mad. Oh, you see a little bit of a KJ lineup here. We see one Molly go down. We see two. We see a flash. So much util. Oh, an Omen ult. Yep, this is normal. Oh, okay. I thought it was the other team. Are able to tag once, but not enough to be able to shoot him.
Trying to play the safe edges here. Oh, and just on the other side of the wall.
Oh, has the blind out. Gonna go for it.
Going to come around the other way. Daimyo trying to see if he can get some picks onto that Mizzou lineup. Heartbroken holding that back end. Both teams being very cautious here.
Broncos kind of in an awkward position right now where they could, you know, they don't want to take the site, but they are still on site. They're going to try and push off, but they are going to get caught off potentially. Maybe he's just going to hold back. Okay.
Oh, and they just are able to rotate.
He is going to let them pass today and let them rotate to A where they have a free site.
30 seconds left.
Man, they're just all holding B like they're still gonna go there. That's kind of crazy.
Having seen that the two times that Broncos have fake pushed and switched sides there,
yeah,
they're trying not to fall for it again. But Broncos actually switching off here.
and with that knife
10
going
seconds
out,
left.
that is gonna kind of be the cue for all of the Tigers to rotate. Gets
Oh,
one,
but
gets
Daimyo
two.
Gets two down before taking down himself, really stopping that Tigers push here.
You know, I mean, like if you're gonna go down, you always want to take two with you at
For sure.
least.
Take it in your favor.
If you're gonna, I mean, trading is okay, but if you're able to take two, that is okay. That is great.
One enemy remaining.
Prestige
Whoa.
able to get him down there, and
Last
then
player standing.
able to get heartbroken.
With
And the
the-
Broncos push it 11-7 here.
With the exact crosshair positioning, just set it up perfectly. Man, these players are playing very well. Who would have thought of that? Who would have expected that?
Definitely not me. The pro players in a pro setting, I don't know.
What? just a lot of good stuff. It's going to be 11-7. 4 rounds in a row for Boise. They could maybe take it up to 5, maybe even 6. I don't know. It'd be kind of cool. But they're all just going to dial back in that same position they were doing before, the positioning that I hate.
Being very cautious, waiting for these Tigers to push out and reveal themselves before they do anything.
Like, just let me flank, dude. Come on. Why are you holding all the way back there?
Coming back.
It's so... I don't know. I'm shaking my head. But, you know, if that's what they figure they got to do, then that's what
Not
they
seeing
gotta do.
anything. The Broncos going to be pushing up here towards this B site, but Steve-O and the Sova are waiting for them.
He's going to set up the Molly, try and
Yep.
push that Sova out.
Getting some damage onto them. The Sova is taken out, but Steve-O able to catch him out and scare him off of that point.
Stevo's going to panic util everything around him. And that's just going to lead to Broncos. Oh, that spot.
Heartbroken.
That spot is so evil. I love that spot, but when it gets used against him,
W
like,
Panda coming around, maybe able to do something, but that's the whole Broncos lineup.
takes one, takes two.
Oh, almost takes a second.
30 seconds
Gonna be
left.
3-2. If Super Shy is gonna take this, oh, never mind. Whoa,
Ult's out
scary.
there.
has 2
Hiding.
knives, not preferable. Oh, gets one in.
Last
Coming around the
player
back,
Oh,
gets
whoa.
two.
One enemy
That is
remaining.
exactly what he needed. Now he has all 5 knives back, but that's not enough
And
because
Daimyo's able to get the shot and takes the game to 12 for the
Match
Broncos.
5 rounds in a row.
Will they make it 6?
Match point right now. If they take it to 6, they win, and then we can all go home and go to sleep, thinking about how great of a game this was.
Truly, really, really great stuff here. All 3 of these rounds have been really amazing, and a whole lot of utility and tactical maneuvers here from both sides, well, from both of these teams, which have been really impressive to see.
Oh man, I hate that spot. I'm a little mad that Rayon is holding that spot. Man, why are you holding back there? Push. Do something. That's just me being mad because many a time I have like foolishly decided to push out of B main and then they just like hard read me. Obviously it's a smart thing to do, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to get mad when they do it. We are going to see Sova with the Guardian though. A little scary. Going to take out the dart. They don't know how many are there, but they're starting to get an idea that maybe there's more than what they hear. Gets the scan, but isn't quite enough to actually shoot him through the
Mizzou
wall.
still holding that A point, not wanting to push up yet.
Oh, gets hit once, gets hit twice.
Oh, able to take them down, but then gets shot by the Sova ult there. Making it a 4-4. Tigers still holding that A point, not wanting to give that up as the Broncos are in the middle and heading towards B.
Broncos have the opportunity to use many ults. Whoa! All right, all right. This is a no utility space. No team gets to use any utility at all.
Ooh, but gets taken down from the back.
It's like looking in a mirror.
10 seconds left.
And they're either going to have to plant or get those two.
Heartbroken is
And
able to res Panda, so now it's a 2v2 once again.
And they are able to plant just in time. Prestige, though, holding that back line.
They're just going to be waiting really, really patiently. You got to... Oh, Flash does not go through, and that is going to be game.
Daimyo taking out the 2 remaining members of the Tigers, and that is a victory for the Broncos in this Valorant series.
I don't know why I said defeat. I'm feeling pretty victorious right about now. Well, there was some really good stuff. Were there any players in specific that you wanted to mention?
Both teams have been really, really great this whole series, and I want to say especially, starting on the side of Mizzou, I thought that W Panda did a fantastic job holding all those points, especially on that KO, and able to get a lot of the picks that Mizzou was needing to get them to the victory in that second game and do a lot in the other 2 games for them.
So, if I were to say who your player of the game was, you would lock in W Panda then?
I don't know if I'd lock them in. They did really well. They did really well for the Mizzou lineup, and I thought that Reyna and Prestige did really well for the Boise State lineup as well.
Well, unfortunately, I don't believe we're going to be able to have a player of the game today, but we do have our top 5, and so I'm excited to see some good final clips. But with that, I do want to say, do you have any last thoughts?
I'd have to say this was a fantastic game to watch, whoever the winner was. And Boise State and Mizzou both did exceptionally well in this series, and they were able to really showcase the talents that both of these teams have. And Boise State was able to just barely squeak through and really take it for themselves as they were able to use their utility and the tactical ideas of that team to come out on top.
Very well said. Well, with that, I think it's about time that we wrap this up. And so I guess I just got one more thing to say, and that's Boise State is always looking for talent, players, production, and broadcast talent. Top talent, along with good grades and eligibility, can earn scholarships as well. Sign up today by visiting boisestate.edu/esports for more information. What a good game.
Really, really, really good game.
I had a good time.
It was just fun to watch.
Brought to you by Idaho Central Credit Union. And with that, I think it's about time that we go to sleep. So for all of us here at Boise State Esports, we thank you for joining us here today. Be kind, wear your seatbelt, and be nice to everybody. That's about all for me. Down to down communication. Yeah.
For sure. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. You all have a good one.
Streamer op return as KJ is now on defense, which is kind of her territory. We are going to see just 3 pushing short, 2 pushing long. Whoa, able to get 1,
Super
2.
shy.
And oh, not oh.
Masters takes
Spike down. C.
It's Heartbroken and W Panda versus Master.
going around here. Does he see that?
Maybe potentially some. I'm not sure if he did or not there. If that was just like a pre-fire.
Oh, able to get Master. And,
Oh, 5-3. Oh, is able to get a kill through a wall. Pretty lucky.
Man.
That would be mad if that was me. I'm not gonna lie.
Only Panda left on the side of the Tigers. Able to get one. Oh, but his location's
goes
been
for
revealed.
two.
Able
Oh.
to get a second.
Whoa,
and a
whoa,
third.
whoa.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa!
A third. Holy cow.
All right. Player-to-player communication. Prestige is able to take one. It's going to be Prestige and Master just holding off.
We got
Not
Master
anymore.
here against W Panda and Stevo.
Oh,
Able to
takes
take one.
one.
And
Whoa.
two.
All right.
Master holding that point for the Broncos and now putting up times the Broncos have fake pushed and switched
That is
sides
fair.
there.
Yeah.
They're trying not to fall for it again, but Broncos actually switching off here.
And with that knife
10
going
seconds
out,
left.
that is going to kind of be the cue for all of the Tigers to rotate. Gets
Oh,
one,
but
gets
Daimio
two.
gets two down before taking down himself.